Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rafi Rizki from English Literature. Today I will presentation my project 1, Pre-Intermediate Grammar. Conditional sentences. Conditional sentences are used to talk about situations and their results. There are four main types of conditional sentences. The first conditional sentences is zero conditional. Zero conditional is used for facts, general truth, or scientific facts. The pattern is if plus simple present. The example is if you heat water, it boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The analysis is if you heat water, its mean condition in simple present, and it boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It means result in simple present. From that analysis, we can conclude that sentence is a general scientific fact. The second is first conditional. First conditional is used for real or possible situation in the future. The pattern is if plus simple present, will plus verb 1. The example is if I study tonight, I will pass the test tomorrow. The analysis is if I study tonight, it means possible future condition. And I will pass the test tomorrow, it means it's a future result. From that analysis, we can conclude that sentence is the result is likely to happen. The third, second conditional. Second conditional is used for unreal or imaginary situation in the present. The pattern is if plus simple present, would plus verb 1. The example is if I had a lot of money, I will travel around the world. The analysis is if I had a lot of money, it means unreal condition, and I would travel around the world, it means imaginary result. And from that analysis, we can conclude that sentence is not have a lot of money now. And the fourth, third conditional. Third conditional is used for unreal situation in the past. The pattern is if plus past perfect would have plus verb 3. The example is if she had studied harder, she would have passed the exam. The analysis is if she had studied harder, it means unreal past condition. And she would have passed the exam, it means unreal past result. From that analysis, we can conclude that sentence is she did not study harder and did not pass. Example from mass media. The example 1, if inflation continues to rise, consumers will spend less. I choose type from first conditional. The analysis is the first use present tense in the if clause. This means continuous. The second is use future from will spend in the result clause. And the third talks about a possible future situation. Example 2. If people exercise regularly, they would reduce the risk of disease. I choose type from second conditional. And the analysis is first uses simple past exercise. Second is uses would reduce. And the third talks about a hypothetical situation. Subjunctive wish. Subjunctive wish is the definition of and function wish is used to express regret, desire, or complain about situations that are different from reality. Wish subjecting is wish for present situation. Wish for present situation is used to express something that is not true now. The pattern is wish plus simple past. And the example is I wish to live near my university. And from that analysis, first, the speaker does not live near the university now. And the second, live is simple past, but the meaning is present. Wish for past situation. Wish for past situation is used to express regret the past. The pattern is wish plus past perfect. And the example is she wishes she had studied harder last year. And from that analysis is first say she did not study harder in the past, and the second had studied shows past regret. Wish for future situation. Wish for future situation is used to complain or hope someone change behavior. The pattern is wish plus would plus verb 1. The example is I wish my neighbors would stop making noise at night. And from that analysis is first the speaker complains about the neighbor's behavior. The second is would stop shows hope for change. 4 original sentences wish. The first, I wish I had more free time. The second is he wishes he were taller. The third is they wish they had arrived earlier yesterday. And the fourth is we wish the teacher would give less homework. Examples from mass media. The example 1, I wish people would listen more carefully. And the analysis is use would listen to express complaint or hope for change. The example 2, she wishes she had never said those words. The analysis is the first, use past perfect, had said, and the second, express regret about the past. And this is topic part 2, the project, correct paragraph. This is passive voice. This is subjunctive wish. And this is conditional sentences. And this is direct speech versus reported speech. We go next slide to error analysis. Error analysis passive voice is introduced. It means the correct is was introduced. Its meaning incorrect because the sentence refers to the past last year, so past passive tense is needed. And then employers was given. The correct is employers were given. It means incorrect because the plural subject employers must use were. And then are reorganized. Reorganized. It's the correct analysis is were reorganized. Reorganized. Sorry. Incorrect because the paragraph use past time context. So past passive from is required. And the next has implement. The correct analysis is was implemented because passive voice requires a past participle form. The next must finish it. Correct analysis is must be finished because modal passive structure must use be plus past participle. And next should submitted. The correct analysis is should be submitted because passive voice after modal verb requires be. And then we were conduct. The correct analysis is were conducted. It means because passive voice requires the past participle conducted. And next required attend. The correct analysis is required to attend because required must be followed by infinitive from to attend. And next have been achieved. The correct analysis is have been achieved and with achieved because present perfect past requires as a past participle. And for the last, implement, it's mean the correct analysis is implemented because passive construction require the past participle form. Error analysis, subjunctive wish. Wish they have. The correct analysis is wish they had because unreal present wishes use past simple tense. Next, are understand correct. The correct analysis is understood because the structure after wish should use past form. Next, he wish. The correct analysis is he wished because the reporting verb should be in the past tense. Next, studied harder last semester. The correct analysis is had studied harder last semester because regret about the past requires past perfect tense. And next, she can finish. The correct analysis is she could finish because unreal situation after wish commonly use could. Next, lecture will give. The correct analysis is lectures would give because complaints or future wishes use would. Next, they don't feel. The correct analysis is they didn't feel because present unreal wishes require past simple tense. The next, everything is easier. The correct analysis is everything was easier because formal subjective uses word use word. Sorry. Next are understand. The correct is analysis understood because auxiliary are cannot be combined with base verb. Next, wish have. The correct analysis is wish had because wish for unreal present situation requires past tense. And next, error analysis conditional sentences. Will pass it. The correct analysis is will pass because modal verb must be followed by base verbs. Next, will boils. The correct analysis is boil because zero conditional use simple present in the both clauses. Next, they have more money. The correct analysis is they had more money because second conditional use past simple tense. Next, they will be happier. The correct analysis is they would be happier because second conditional requires would. Next, lecture explains. The correct analysis is lecture explained because the sentence refers to past situations. Next, if I know. The correct analysis is if I knew because second conditional use past simple. Next, I will submit. The correct analysis is I would submit because second conditional requires would in the main clause. Next, she will pass it. The correct analysis is she would pass because would must be followed by base verb. And next, people will work hard. The correct analysis is people work hard because general truth use simple present tense. And then the last is passed. The correct analysis is pass because verb after modal auxiliaries must be in the base form. Error analysis, direct speech versus reported speech. She said student must submit. The correct analysis is said that student had to submit because reported speech does not use quotation marks and requires tense backshift. Next, tomorrow, the correct analysis is the following day because the expression changed in the reported speech. Next are working. The correct analysis is had been working because reported speech requires tense backshift. Next, last week. The correct analysis is the previous week because the time expression changed in the reported speech. Next, I'm finished. The correct analysis is I have finished because the sentence use the wrong verb structure. Next, student is finished. The correct analysis is student had finished because reported speech requires past perfect after past reporting verbs. Next, I will come late yesterday. The correct analysis is I came late yesterday because will cannot be used with past time expressions. Next, told that. The correct analysis is say that because tell must be followed by an object. Next, will explain it. The correct analysis is would explain because modal verb must be followed by base verbs. And for the last, can ask it. The correct analysis is could ask because modal verb must be used the best form of the verb. And thank you so much for watching and for hearing my presentation project 1 Premediate Grammar. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.